it's K and V.
What?
And today we are going to be doing a fun video. I'm really excited. It is going to be over our top 3 favorite foods.
Yes.
Yay!
So mine is more like snacks.
Okay. So we're going to go 3, 2, 1. 3 being the least and number 1 being our fave.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. And you can share a background story of why you like it if you want.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. So hold on. You want to go first?
Sure.
Okay, go first.
All right, number 3.
Mine's tough.
Mine's easy. I already got them all picked out as soon as you said that. So one of my favorite things, and obviously it's not like a meal, this is just snacks. Late night Mayfield ice cream. The homemade vanilla.
Oh,
that light is so bright.
Well, just go close. There you go.
There we go.
They can see it now.
I love this stuff. I used to get the other ice creams with all the other stuff in it, but it's just too sweet. There's too much. Plain vanilla, it's perfect. It's good right before bed. It's good in ice cream cones. Good watching a movie.
Ew.
It's the middle of winter and I'm eating it.
I don't like vanilla ice cream. Well, I do, but I don't like Mayfield.
I love it.
And okay, let me retract. I love Mayfield's ice cream sandwiches. Like no other ice cream sandwich can beat them. But plain vanilla.
It's not plain vanilla.
What is it?
It's homemade vanilla.
Oh my.
There's a difference.
There's not a difference.
Yeah, it says the person who doesn't eat it. There's a difference.
I like vanilla bean. So Breyer's vanilla bean ice cream I will eat, but.
Yeah, that stuff's awesome.
Okay, anyways. Moving on. So, mine's really tough, but I will start with my favorite ice cream, which is cookie dough. And because I have a dairy intolerance, this bad boy does the trick. This is so delicious. Dairy-free soy milk cookie dough ice cream. They also have a coconut base cookie dough. And I usually switch out between the two because soy actually hurts my stomach if I have too much of it. So small quantities, soy is fine, but if I'm on a ice cream craze for the week or the month, I will actually eat the coconut milk version of this. So this tastes very similar. Yes, it does. Okay, I will be eating this, and he will look at it and be like, oh, that looks good. I want to bite.
She's eating ice cream and I don't have any and I'm hungry. Yeah, of course I want it then.
I don't share my food. I don't share my food. First of all, my food's really expensive. Second of all, whatever I'm eating, I really like it. And thirdly, this guy, he will have food. And then he will see my food that is so disgusting because it's gluten-free. But then will want to eat all of my food. And if he does that, then I'm left with nothing. I can't have his food. So I'm very mean.
Ask for a bite. And it's okay to ask for a bite if she wants to give you a bite. But don't ask for a bite. Wait for her to ask you. But if you don't ask for a bite, you won't get one. I figured it out.
I feel so bad. But this goes back to high school. In high school, I didn't have a gluten allergy or I didn't know if I had one or not. So I ate regular food. And I remember my mother used to pack my lunch every single day. I did not eat the school lunch.
My mom packed my lunch one day.
She packed mine every day, was super proud of it, and would be disappointed if I didn't like everything that was packed. But anyways, point is, I would bring food from home, And my group of friends would all be sitting at the table. I would go up to get a napkin, fork, whatever, socialize. And I'd come back and have my food would be gone. And so at first I was like, you guys, like, don't eat my food. And then it became a thing that they constantly did it. And would, like, if I had spaghetti, like, it would be, wow, what do you have? And then they would eat my food. So one day I just got super pissed, screamed, went nuts. And after that, I just said, no more sharing. I don't share anymore.
My second.
Moving on.
So this is something I don't get often at all. Ice cream I get more often. I get it like once every 2 weeks. About.
Depends. Yeah.
Give or take. Well, this next thing is something I actually get every time we go on a road trip. It's like I have to stop by the gas station before we leave and get it. Hostess Twinkies. I freaking love these little sponge cakes. I mean, they're where it's at. They beat every other gas station food you could get. I mean, pretty close with taquitos. But as far as like a road trip food, Twinkies. She's disgusted. She thinks they're horrible. She doesn't understand why I can eat it. Pretty much everything I eat, she feels that way about. But I feel the same about her gluten-free stuff. So it's okay. But since we started, I'm going to eat it now.
I wish I brought a spoon so I could eat my ice cream. I'm so hungry.
That's the thing with these delicious little sponge cakes. Pre-packed, no mess.
The problem with him, though, so it comes...
Oh, let me show the box.
Comes in a box of 10, right?
So the same gas station I've been going to for like 15 years, they don't sell them anymore. So I got to go to Kroger and end up getting the big box. I'm okay with it. It's like $4.
No, the problem is that like for instance, he has this Twinkie. We are not on a road trip. So if he has nothing to do, he will eat over half the box and regret it later. Mm-hmm. I've never liked Twinkies. Ever.
Look at that. Spongy goodness.
My number 2, which is even more difficult, so I'm going to go with mac and cheese. Okay, this is a staple in everyone's household. This particular brand is the Amy's gluten-free, dairy-free mac and cheese. Now, I will say, this is not my favorite mac and cheese. Even in the gluten-free world, this is not my favorite mac and cheese. My favorite gluten-free mac and cheese will have to be another Amy's brand. It's like mac and cheese, like a baked mac and cheese with broccoli. That one's delicious. And then Annie's, the brand Annie's, has a gluten-free mac and cheese that I am obsessed with. But mac and cheese in general, favorite food. Growing up, I actually thought anything cheese related was disgusting. To the point where my mom would make mac and cheese and I would have to tell her to be like light on the cheese. It just like grossed me out. Grossed me out to see people eat like cheese sticks and like blocks of cheese.
All the stuff I love.
I don't know what it was. And when I was younger, I wasn't lactose intolerant either. And now that I am lactose intolerant, I'm obsessed with cheese. Like, I love cheese so much. Sometimes I will still eat dairy and just take a lactate supplement. That works. But yeah, I love mac and cheese.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm going to eat this tonight.
It's also become like a staple in our relationship. Tater tots, mac and cheese, and Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
And salmon.
Yeah.
And chicken Alfredo. A lot of food.
And steak.
And steak. We can keep going.
Yeah.
All right, so my number 1 pick. Kosher, dill, spears. Doesn't have to be this company. I mean, just any pickle, pretty much. Mm-hmm. I love kosher dill. I like it in the full pickle. The sliced version doesn't matter. Spicy, regular, just not sweet.
Yeah.
Homemade sweet pickles are usually pretty good, but not the store ones. Mm-hmm. My affinity for these usually are kind of derived from childhood. Thanks. So, my best friend, known him since I was like 3 years old. I think I was around that age. He came over, and we didn't know each other at the time. Just showed up in my backyard, and he was like, "Hey, are you Kevin?" And I'm hanging out in a little tree fort that my dad had kind of built. I think it was more like a play set. But I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "I'm Justin. Our sisters know each other." And I was like, "Okay. You want a pickle?" Outside with a jar of pickles, and he's like, "Yeah." We've been best friends ever since.
I love pickles, so this one I can get on board with.
I mean, I have an issue if that's not a trend we're setting already with all my food. Yeah. So my main issue with this is I drink the juice too. Like, I'll eat the whole thing. I have, like, impulse control issues when it comes to food.
Oh, it smells amazing.
I typically don't overeat. I'm not that person. But when it comes to, like, snacks, like a jar of pickles, instead of just putting it on my sandwich, I'll sit there and eat the whole jar and then drink half the juice and then be like, whoa, my stomach hurts.
This isn't so good.
No, I won't. Everyone's going to hear us crunching. So, pickles. Amazing. All around. Hopefully, this year we'll be able to grow cucumbers. Last year, the chipmunks ate out all of them.
Yeah.
As soon as they ripened up, the chipmunks came in and took them out.
The only thing that survived was our tomatoes.
Mm-hmm. So, this year, hopefully, we can grow our cucumbers and we can make our own pickles. And then, on to your number one. Okay, keep going. I don't know what to do.
Okay. My number one. Pizza! I love pizza. Pizza is my best friend. We have been in a relationship very strongly for the past, I would say 18 years. This brand is called Against the Grain, which is a pretty good gluten-free pizza, but I have several gluten-free pizzas that I like. One is a vegan pizza as well. The brand's called Bold. That's really good. A brand called Sonoma is a really good gluten-free pizza brand. Freshetta just made a gluten-free pizza, and is that how it's pronounced?
I mean, freshetta, you just kind of put a little emphasis on it.
Okay.
Freshetta.
They just made a gluten-free pizza, and it's really, really good. And there's another brand, but they're so good. And pre-gluten, I am completely obsessed with Tostino's pizza. I don't care what nobody says. My family used to be so disgusted with me because I would take the Tostino's pizza and microwave it. I never cooked them in the oven because I thought that tasted gross. I would eat, back in the day, my best friends and I would get pizza, Pizza Hut's like $20 dinner box, and I'd eat the whole thing. I mean, it was just, I'm obsessed with the pizza. And Kevin, when we first started dating, disclosed that he does not like pizza.
I mean, I'll eat it, but I mean, it's not like a thing. Like, everyone's like, yo, let's order pizza. I'm like, holy crap, let's get pizza. No, it's pizza. And the thing is, no one likes it the way I like it. I like it with pineapples and mushrooms. That's it. Pineapple, mushroom, cheese, sauce. Don't put anything else on it.
I questioned our relationship. I called my best friend.
No, she literally did.
I called my best friend, Natalie, and I said, Nat, Kevin just told me he doesn't like pizza. And there was an awkward pause, and she was like, I don't know about him anymore. And I was like, me either, actually, because who doesn't like pizza? Who doesn't? I mean, some of the sweets I would eat, like brownies, cakes. I mean, he was just like, I'm not really a dessert person. And I'm like,
I've never been big into desserts. You know, when I was a kid, my dad used to get me a Reese's when we go to Home Depot and stuff like that. So I liked the occasional, treat, but never been big into chocolate. Never been big into all that stuff. I like caramel or however people want me to pronounce it. But I've just never been the kind of person who sits down with a bag of candy and just goes to town. Until I started eating Twinkies. And I found out you can buy them in a 10-pack. Once I found out you could buy a carton of Twinkies, that's when I had an issue.
I don't like chocolate. I'm not a huge candy person, but I'm very specific with stuff that I eat. And I notice it's things that I get from, like, my grandmother. Me and my grandmother are twins. So back in the day, if I had cake, I had to have ice cream with it. And there was just certain mannerisms that we both have. So, yeah.
Our favorite foods, snacks,
Woo!
stuff.
I like a whole bunch of other stuff, healthy stuff. What are you doing? You're blocking the view. You nasty Twinkies.
Normally it's like we go to Mississippi, we're taking a road trip and we're driving down there and we're going to be there for a couple days. Stop by, get a Red Bull, even though I drink Monsters. Get Twinkies. It's the road trip.
Yeah,
food.
he drinks a lot of energy drinks. My daily food consumption does not consist of the 3 things that I eat anymore. They used to. But Kevin, that's him.
No, it's really not.
It is.
How often, when's the last time you saw a box of Twinkies?
He eats ramen noodles all the time.
Oh, yeah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about these 3 specific foods. I eat ramen noodles all the time. Why? 'Cause I love them. But not the ramen one. the Minchies or whatever it is. The off-brand ramen.
The top ramen?
No, not
and
top ramen.
And then the Mauritian.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
something
not.
Like
it's not
that.
Mauritian. It's something else.
No.
I think.
Well, anyways,
Hold on.
What?
Honorable mentions.
Honorable. Okay.
So, honorable mention. I got 2 of them.
Okay.
Pre-hunting meal, which is a blue Gatorade, a pack of Tums. I don't eat the whole thing, and beef stick, teriyaki flavored or regular. Rob and I get it every time we go hunting. It's tradition. Every time we've done it, I've got a deer. Every time we haven't done it, I did not harvest one. And QT's chili cheese dogs.
That's 3.
No, those 3 together were 1 because it's a tradition.
Okay.
So the Tums, Gatorade, and beef
You
stick,
don't
and beef
even
stick,
know.
and beef stick are 1. And then my second one was the chili cheese dogs.
I guess my honorable mention will be, I really love seafood, so like salmon and sushi, if that can go under the same category, and I really, really love spaghetti. Like, obsessed with anything pasta, carby related. I love it. Lasagna, you're in there too, bud. So... Those are my honorable mentions.